Hey everybody and welcome to my studio. I'm doing like 10 pedal demos today and I needed a break, so I'm doing a behind the scenes type of video. It's been a while since I've done one of those, so you can take a look behind the curtains and see what it takes to make a pedal demo, for me at least. We do it differently, but this is how I do it. This is sort of my control room. It really isn't a control room because it's not separated from the live room, but yeah, let's call it a control room. Here's my Mac. I'm running Logic on it and I'm using a Fluid Audio SRI-2 audio interface. And as you can see here, I'm recording 2 tracks at the same time, which means that I'm using 2 microphones on my Hamstead Artist 60. I'm using a Lewitt MTP 440 dynamic mic, and I'm using a Beyer Dynamic M160 ribbon microphone. And I quite recently did a video about recording guitar tones, and I actually showed you a trick where I'm backing off the microphones a bit from the amp, but in this case I'm recording as close as possible again. I do it a bit differently from time to time, but yeah. Is there anything else? Yeah, this is a creepy painting that I have behind the monitors that a friend gave me. He painted it as well. I think it's really cool. I need to get some proper lighting on that one, I think. Yes, that's the audio side of it. Pretty easy. And here is the area that I sit. I sit on that chair right there. We have some lighting stuff going on in the background. I use this one to backlight my head, and we have these 2 panels for a effect sort of. And this looks a bit random, but this is how I figured that I get the best lighting for guitar playing. You know, it really annoys me when you have glares on the guitar, and by shooting the light into like a bed sheet or something similar really gives you a soft lighting. So it looks random, but I actually spent a lot of time figuring out the best position for that light and where to place the bed sheet and stuff like that. All in all, I think I spent everything from 2 to 4 hours to put everything up here. I know where everything is supposed to be, but there's a lot of fine tuning with the lights and with the cameras. So it takes me a lot of time. So that's why I try to do as many pedal demos in one sitting as possible. Right here, this is my main camera most of the time, and that's a Blackmagic Design Pocket Cinema Camera 6K. I haven't had that one for that long, but I really love it. I use a Sigma 18 to 35 lens on it, one of my favorite video lenses. The pedal is actually a secret, so I can't show you right now. We have a pedal on top of a pedal to hide the first one. That's why it looks like that. But yeah, the Pocket 6K, I've used this for around a month now. I had to transition over to DaVinci Resolve to be able to use the raw footage from this one. So now I edit everything in DaVinci Resolve, and I also color grade there, and I love it. It took some time to move over. It's the same thing as with a DAW if you are using Pro Tools. It takes some time to get used to use Logic or whatever you are changing over to. And today my main camera is this one, and that's a Arri Amira. The Amira has the same image sensor as the Alexa Mini, if you are familiar with that one. This is probably the best camera that you can get, honestly. I have it for a couple of reasons. It's basically a bit overkill for YouTube. I haven't seen anyone else use an Arri for YouTube, but I have it because I use it for more high-end commercial stuff, music videos, and I also have it to rent it out. And the same goes with this lens that I just got, a Nightcore 35mm. I'm waiting for the full kit actually. But yeah, it's a whole like business strategy behind owning a camera like this. It takes a lot of time to put up a full rig, and it's super heavy. So that's why I use the Blackmagic most of the time, and the image quality on the Blackmagic is also really good for the price. So yeah, they also work really good together. Often on more high-end stuff, I also use them together, and it's easy to match the colors because that's important. And that's also something that I do in my demos. I need to match the image and the colors. So yeah, I moved completely away from using Sony cameras. I only use that for photos right now. And yeah, by the way, this right here is a focus motor, and I use this remote to set the focus when I'm sitting right here. Also, not something you need to do YouTube, but actually the Arri doesn't have autofocus. That's not something that you see in cinema cameras, so it's handy to have a unit like this. Again, more important when you do high-end shoots, of course. But since I have it, I use it for my YouTube demos as well. So that's the cameras. Here we have guitars. We have some of my guitars. Here at least I have some at home. We have my gray guitars in the sofa there. We have some guitars over here. Also my new drum kit. I'm trying to learn how to play drums. That's not going too well at the moment, honestly. And we have my Friedman Dirty Shirley and my bare-faced uprising cab, which I use in some videos as well. I think it was yesterday I played my Eastwood GP Ultra directly into the Friedman, and it sounded huge. Same with the Maybach. The GP is tuned to C. This one is in standard tuning, but they both sounded amazing through that amp. I also have a guitar demo of it's the Troy Van Leuven signature Jazzmaster, and I recorded through both the Friedman and the Hampstead at the same time in mono. Okay, I think that is it, guys. From my studio, let's see if we can get like a really wide shot. If you have any questions at all, let me know in the comments. I usually get to all of your comments. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Can I turn the camera around? No, I can't. Goodbye.